Every couple needs to watch this. So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier, and I used the example of relationships are like salsa lessons. And the first 10 lessons are usually the hardest. And by the time we get to lesson number 23, 53, we're just working on the nuances of our partnership. We're working on the dance and no longer on actually attuning and synchronizing together. So if you are in a relationship where you're experiencing challenges and you guys keep bumping heads and bumping up against each other, what's happening right now is you're both attuning and finding out and unconsciously jockeying for power oftentimes in the form of victimhood. So what will happen is a person will get used to, and I want to say this, most of the issues that come up in relationships are one partner digging into their past and trying to avoid what happened back there in this present relationship. And so they set certain rules and boundaries and regulations based on what that person did. And the person who's getting those rules set on them and the boundaries and the regulations and all of those things often feels attacked themselves and has their own wounds and wants their own personal sovereignty and freedom and all of those things. And so what happens is both parties are taking it personal, and they end up withholding their love from each other in the form of silence, stonewalling, in the form of yelling at each other, in the form of just not being generous. And I want to remind everybody in any relationship, and this is your sister, your brother, your cousin, we are powerful beings. And we call in people for reasons, for seasons, and many for lifetimes. Whatever category they fit in, they have medicine for you. And a part of that medicine may be their resistance to the way that you do life. Now remember, there was you and them, and now there's us. So what, playing with the metaphor, and not the metaphor, the principle of giving up to go up, giving up to grow up, elevation requiring separation. What are you willing to separate from in order to elevate in your own relationship? Remember, it's a sacred dance. And the first 10 to 15 lessons of this sacred dance are usually the most challenging. Are you willing to put down your sword of righteousness and bow to someone else's nervous system? Are you willing to be so loving? Are you willing to care for another being in such a way that you help them heal the wounds of the past so that they can be present to the presence? That's what's available in relationship. I get it. It's tough. There's identities, there's all kinds of stuff playing out in this conversation. And so I remind you, don't run. Lean in, step back in. Because dancing alone is good and fun, but dancing together is magic. Blessings and blessings. Leave a comment below, tag your partner, send it to a friend, a family member. Blessings, guys. I appreciate all of you.